All right, hey, what's up, guys? So today I'm gonna talk to you guys about what it was like setting up this new humidor I got. I got it from Facebook Marketplace for a very affordable price, and I did have one prior to this that held the same amount. This holds about 300 cigars. At the time when I had it, I took it to work and I just auctioned it off at the bar. I was like, who wants it? Highest bidder wins, and I ended up getting a good buck off of it. So now I've gotten a little better. I'm a little bit in a better place, and with my job, I have to learn, and I smoke a lot more cigars now, and I've taken it a little bit more seriously. So now I have another humidor that holds the same, and I'm gonna show y'all what it's like to set this thing up and to clean it out, because when I originally purchased it, it did come with a bunch of cigars, and they were all extremely dry. So I had to bring the humidity back up. And now that I've added all the cigars back, the humidity is gonna slowly go back down once the humidity is fully rotated inside the box with the cigars. So come with me on this journey. All right, so in this humidor, this holds about 300 cigars. I bought it used from Facebook Marketplace from a couple that was downsizing and moving to a new home. I'm gonna take all these cigars that are in here and put them in a bag. It's okay, they're already all dried out. I'm not too stressed about them. I talked to my boss about them, and he was like, honestly, they're all throwaways. These are the ones you just kind of give your friends that aren't smokers and that are just hanging out. So that's fine with me. You know, it makes it where somebody's like left out that doesn't want to spend 20, 30 bucks on a nice cigar, because that's typically what I'm smoking, somewhere around there, like a Davidoff, Plasencia, something like that. And these are just throwaways, you know. I don't need these cigars, but you know, my friend could smoke them if they wanted them, you know, just to be involved. So the only ones that are kind of nice are these. I don't actually know anything about them. La Aroma de Cuba. So it's these two, but they're also very dry, very much dry. So I'm not too stressed about any of the cigars in here. If I can save them, that'd be great, that'd be cool. But if not, I'm not too stressed. So what I'm gonna do, starting out, we're gonna clean this thing. This thing is really dry. We gotta bring that humidity up, just bring it back down to the levels we're looking for. We typically want it between 64 and 70, I believe. So I know the humidity is gonna skyrocket to like higher 70s once I clean it, but I gotta bring it back down to like a little over 64 is what I'm, like a middle between 64 and 70. That's what I'm trying to do. So let's get this wiped out. You have to wipe it out with distilled water. And I've got a bag for my cigars. This is a bag from a package that I had. It has holes in it, so they're gonna dry. If they're not dry, they're gonna be dry now. So these are the very dried out, like throwaway cigars my manager was talking about. They're Thompson imported handmade. I mean, they all smell like cigars. And then there's this Socorro imported handmade ones as well. And that's all that's in here. It's all the same stuff. It's just a bunch of the same cigars, a bunch of them. Bag of cigars. There's literally no telling when the last time this thing was cleaned. It's super dry, and it's bone dry. So I just got some water here. I'm just gonna dampen my towel and give it a good wipe down. This glass of white tea. Can y'all see the difference in moisture from like dark brown to tan? I've now wiped this whole thing out. It should be pretty damp in there now, but I've also got this humidifier for the humidor, for the cigar humidifier. It's basically a sponge tray. It's not like your typical sponge, it's a harder sponge. It just kind of sits in there, I believe. Oh wow, it's got sticky bits in there too, so that's sick. That's very convenient. So I'm just gonna put it in here at the bottom. So this humidor, or this humidifier sponge thing, I'm just gonna put it at the bottom, like on the right side over here, just so it has a spot, so it doesn't need to move around too often. Keep it in place. All right, so that's where I got it. That's how I'm gonna put it. I don't think I really need this, but I'm just gonna keep it in here for now. I'm pretty sure that's what that's for. And then you just pour a little bit of distilled water on the tray. All right, that's it for the cigar cleaning. I was told that this needs to rest for a day with it on, like closed for about 30 minutes and then reopened and then closed again. So I will probably keep it closed for like another 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then reopen it for another 6 hours or so. So I'll probably go to work and then come home and then open it. So yeah. And then tomorrow you want to wait a whole day before you even put your cigars back in here. So, because the humidity is going to be too high now. Where are we at right now? I don't think this thing is very accurate. It needs to sit for a minute. All right, so now it's day 2 of this project. I have now cleaned the humidor. I know I'm wearing the same shirt. I literally wore it for like an hour and then I went to work. Okay, so that's why it's back on. All right, it is day 2. Anyway, so like my manager said, it did skyrocket. It's at like 70 degrees. So it says ideal on here. It says 70. So it's at like 71, 72. You want to stay in between, I think it was like 64 and 70 is what I was told. So I already went ahead and I asked my boss, I was like, after a day, I was like, is it okay to go ahead and start putting my cigars back in there? He was like, yeah. So I went ahead and put not all my cigars, because all my nice ones are still upstairs. I'm gonna put them in here. But I went ahead and put all the ones that were in here originally back in here with that humidity thing in here. So they're all in there. I don't want the water to seep out of it, but they're there. You can see them, they're there. So now what's left is just for me to put all my fancy cigars in here, and then we could talk about those. So this is the box I've been using for all my nice cigars for the past like month. I've got some humidity packs in there, trying to keep it going. But like, for example, where's the cigar I got last night? So this is the Late Hour by Davidoff. I just got this cigar last night. That's what my guest got me. Plasencias. We got more Davidoffs, some Olivas, Ligas, right? Yeah. Some Ligas, some Cohiba. What else I got in here? I got a big boy Padron, big boy. Oh, I got another Padron right here too. Oliva, they have this other cigar. It's rolled the same way, but it's right here. This is them. I met their rep a few weeks ago. He came in and gave us a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna transfer all these to the humidor. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on this journey on resetting my humidor and you know, setting it up for my days to come with this thing. I'll let y'all know if y'all ever want to know how it's going, if it struggles with, you know, keeping the humidity up or whatever it may be. Just feel free to ask any questions you have in the comments down below. But I'm already super stoked for this thing. I was so worried about all my cigars in that box originally because I just had to keep putting humidity packs in there, and I couldn't actually measure the humidity inside the box, so I just had to hope and fingers crossed that it's fine. My cigars, you know, they're doing all right. They're not the driest. They're not like all those other ones below, but you know, we'll just see how it keeps going. So thanks guys for coming to hang out, and I hope I taught y'all something. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.